Hi, this is Kelly Kay of Enlightened Holistic Medicine, Chinese medicine practitioner, herbalist, energy worker. And I'm here to talk to you about wellness. And what does that mean? A lot of people think that going to see a healthcare provider only happens when you're feeling really sick or you're really in pain. You go because you want someone to help you feel better, and that makes sense. But sometimes there's an element of wellness that goes beyond just fixing that pain, just fixing that symptom. It's about feeling really good every day. It's about waking up and feeling like you have energy, that you're excited, that you're not tense and irritable all the time and tired and achy all the time. It's about really feeling well. And that's where Chinese medicine, herbal medicine, acupuncture, energy work, tremendously helpful to help people feel well on many different levels. So we have the physical level of feeling well in our physical body, and that's important to take care of your physical body. Eating a good diet, exercising, taking the right supplements and nutrients so that you're not deficient in any vitamins or minerals. I think a lot of people know that. Now, a lot of people might know that and still might not be doing it, and that's okay. Sometimes you need a little encouragement. So that's why you can come in and see someone for a consultation. Chinese medicine looks at your particular constitution, your particular body type, feels your pulse, looks at your tongue, and it gives you a lot of information about what's going on inside of you and what might be good for you to eat or not eat. It might be very different from the next person. I'm really not a fan of these one-size-fits-all diets where someone claims if you eat this way, you'll feel great no matter what. And it just doesn't work like that. Everyone has a very different metabolism, very different nutritional needs. Even the same person can have different nutritional needs at different phases of their life, depending on what they're going through and how much exertion they're doing, that sort of thing. So having someone be able to give you a little feedback about, yes, I think this might be a good diet for you, I think these might be some good supplements for you, is really a nice thing to have. If you haven't done that with anyone, I encourage, find someone that can give you that kind of feedback. Also, Chinese medicine, acupuncture, really good for taking care of those physical symptoms, those physical complaints. Tiredness, achiness, any sort of pain, anywhere, fabulous. Really good at taking care of that. Also really good at a lot of internal medicine complaints that some people don't think of. Digestive issues, menstruation regulation issues, all of that really treatable with acupuncture. Migraines, headaches, insomnia. A lot of these more chronic fibromyalgia, difficult to treat diseases, very treatable with Chinese medicine. For some of you, once you start taking care of the physical symptoms though, you start to realize there's more going on that you'd like to shift in order to really feel well. Now for some of you, taking care of those physical symptoms, you feel better, great, and that's all you're looking for. But for some of you, you start to realize, you know what, my back feels better, but I'm kind of irritable all the time and I don't really like it. Snapping at my kids, it's not me. I'm not happy about it. So you start to realize there might be something happening on an emotional level. Acupuncture for emotional regulation is amazing. It helps release anger, frustration, it reduces anxiety. It changes you from being in the sympathetic mode, which is that fight or flight adrenaline response, into the parasympathetic nervous response mode, which is the rest and digest calming aspect of our nervous system. Instantly. I mean, it happens within 10 minutes of putting the needles in. People feel that change and they start getting sleepy and they start getting relaxed. But beyond even that immediate relaxation effect, also really good for pent-up emotions that are a little difficult for people to face and deal with sometimes. We all have difficult emotions: anger, frustration, grief, loneliness, sadness, heartache. These emotions are tough. They're tough for us to process. They're tough for us to sit with. Acupuncture can actually help By putting the needle in certain places that are associated with these emotions, you can help transmute and release these emotions. And it's great because you don't have to relive your childhood or reanalyze the event that caused it over and over again. You just set the intention that you're willing to let these emotions go. We put the needles in, and oftentimes they dissipate, they change. And the person leaves feeling lighter, feeling happier, and just feeling better, feeling well on a very different level than just a physical wellness. And when you feel well on the emotional level, that carries down to the physical level because all of a sudden you're happier, you want to exercise, you want to go take care of yourself because you're feeling better. It's hard to be motivated to take care of that physical level if you're spending all your time dealing with these difficult emotions. You feel tired, you feel like, well, I don't even have any energy to exercise, I don't have any energy to do this. That's actually a sign you need work on the emotional level. And once the emotional level is in alignment, the physical can be taken care of because you have the energy and motivation to do it all of a sudden. And for some of you, you may also realize there is another layer even beyond the emotional layer. There's a spiritual layer, an energetic layer. And these can be very deep archetypal themes in our life. Why do we always choose difficult relationships? Why do we seem to get stuck in these patterns? That is a spiritual energetic level issue. And that can be helped tremendously with acupuncture and with the energy work as well. So if any of those things sound like something you're going through, you just feel a little off, and maybe on the physical level, you're great. You get your labs done, your doctors say you're great, go live your life. But there's a part of you that knows, no, but I don't feel great. I feel tense, I feel stressed, I feel tired. All of that can be tremendously helped with acupuncture, Chinese medicine, herbal medicine, and energy work. So I'm here in Chicago, Enlightened Holistic Medicine. If you're not in Chicago, I do distance energy work sessions, but also try to find someone near you. This is really important to take care of yourself. Some people say to themselves, oh, I can't justify the time, I can't justify the money. But trust me, spending money on yourself to feel better is some of the best money that you can ever spend. And it always comes back to you tenfold. Because if you're feeling better, you do better at your job. Maybe you get a promotion, you're making more money. You have better relationships because you're feeling happier, you're feeling better about yourself. It's always, always worth it. So find someone that you trust, take care of yourself, and remember that wellness is on all these levels. And if any of them feel out of alignment to you, find someone that can help you with this. It's really, really worth it. Check out my website if you have any questions. I'm happy to talk to you about anything. Kelly K of EnlightenedMedicine.com. Thanks for watching.